G'day, g'day, g'day. This is Charlie, and I'm coming to you today from my locals community with your daily dose of business inspiration. Come on over and join me at askcharlieleetham.locals.com. You can join the community for free and follow along the conversation. You can become a supporter for $2 US per month. That allows you to interact with the content and add your own content and conversations to the community. It also helps me to keep creating content like this, like my podcasts and like my tutorials. Now, let's get on and talk about today's daily dose of business inspiration. I am reading a book in a book club. It's called The Psychology of Money, and it's pretty damn good, actually. Only 4 chapters in. We're doing the next 2 chapters now, so I'll learn a little bit more as I go along. But there was something that came up in the book that made me sort of go, huh, isn't that interesting? And then I found a quote, and I thought, huh, isn't that interesting how it all sort of comes together? So the quote I found was, "Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm," Winston Churchill. And that then put me in mind of the story I heard in that book about the Amazon Fire phone. It must have been released in 2015 or 2016, and it was a major flop. It cost Amazon hundreds of millions of dollars, and it failed spectacularly. And so, of course, people are saying to Jeff Bezos, well, how do you feel about that? And like or hate him, Jeff Bezos is one of the, if not the richest man in the world. He's certainly got an enormous net worth, such a big net wealth that I can't even encompass what that means. And he went, well, that's just a tiny little blip compared to some of the things that we've got going on. Now, his exact statement was, if you think that's a big failure, let me try that again. If you think that's a big failure, we're working on much bigger failures right now, and I'm not kidding. Some of them are going to make the Fire phone look like a tiny little blip. Now, that was said in an interview with the Washington Post back in 2016. So I just want you to take some time to think about that. Think about the fact that it cost them hundreds of millions of dollars. It was an unmitigated disaster. Like, I didn't even know that there'd been a Fire phone release. Like, it must have been one of those things that came and went, or maybe because I was in Australia, we just didn't see it quite as much. Who knows? But it came and it went. It cost them hundreds of millions of dollars. And they're like, yeah, no, it's fine. It failed. We'll just move on. Is that how you approach your failures? Do you approach your failures as, oh, well, it doesn't matter. We're going to make more. We're going to make more mistakes. We're going to keep going on. Or do you dwell on them? Do you let it affect how you're going to interact with your business and how you're going to conduct your business in the future? Does it make you a little bit more cautious, which might mean that you're a little bit less successful next time that something comes up? Do you keep trying at something? Do you keep trying something until you find something that works? Or do you just go, that's it, I give it up? Now, Kevin Palmieri from Next Level University has a story about how he was trying to learn Adobe Premiere and do his first video clip this couple of years ago. And it took him 16 hours. There was all these things that went wrong, and now he runs a podcasting production company. You can go to Kevin and he'll do his team will put together your podcast for you, do all your media and all these things. Like, it's a big enterprise for them now. And his statement was, if he had given up when the first problem occurred, when he was doing all this, with, like, it might have been hour 4 or 5 or 8 or something, he wouldn't have the company now. But because he persevered and he stayed on for that 16 hours and he made it work and he got his first clip out and he went, I can do that now. And in doing that, he's also learned a whole heap of things that you shouldn't do or things that can go wrong. So he knows how to address them next time so it'll go quicker. It's a mindset, right? And being in business and being successful in business is a mindset. I am not going to say that I am great at it. I'm not going to say that I have the most perfect mindset. I'm not going to say that you should all listen to me because I've done this. I'm sharing experiences so that hopefully you find a nugget in there, a grain of something that you can take on and say, I can work with that. That's something I can work with. That's something from the experience of someone else that I can use. Shared wisdom, I think it's called. So are you going from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm, as Winston Churchill said? Are you treating big losses as, well, it's nothing more than a blip because I've gone working on other things that are going to fail even more spectacularly? Like, that's such a mindset to have. Or are you the one that goes, oh, it failed, I'm just not going to try that again. Oh, obviously, I'm not meant to be doing that. I'm not going to keep. I'm not going to keep going. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on it. I'd love to hear your experiences. I'd love for you to come and join me at Locals, askcharlyleetham.locals.com, and join in the conversation on this. This is such an important thing for entrepreneurs and business owners to know and to think about. And the fact that it's never, never, never as bright and shiny as it looks on the outside. There's all this work that we've got to put in, all this sweat equity we've got to put in. But I would love for your comments on it. I'd love to know whether you think I'm talking crap, whether you think I've got something there that you can use. So come on over to Locals. Let me know over there. Leave some comments below if you'd like to. Review the video so that we get our content out there. Share it with someone else maybe who you think could get something out of it. And please remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and ring the notification bell so that you are told when I drop more content. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Bye.